Get this video to 5,000 likes, 1,000 people comment and tell me, who do you think is guilty? A brand new Jayden Smith message that you need to know. Breaking news, don't go to subscribe. Listen to this.
Provide information or to go on the road to do the searches. It has taken quite a bit of time away from quite a bit of the administrative stuff that is required. But we just put in extra hours to get it done. But right now, priority is just we don't want Jayden to do anything to himself. We're happy to know he's alive. But then there's a concern that the longer this drags on, there's a fear that he may do something to himself, because we also thought today that he might have seen the huge delegations or something in and he's not presenting himself. So as to how he will respond eventually, we just have to pray and hope that good sense will prevail. I have no idea, to tell you the truth. I don't know about the family background. I don't know about the context. I spoke with his guardian, who has had him since he was 6 years old. In fact, the guardian's brother, his twin brother, is Jayden's father. But Jayden doesn't live with him. So from all accounts, and based on what she has shared with us, they have had a wonderful relationship, to the extent that persons in the community comment on the closeness and so on. So I can only go by the statements that have been provided by the family members, because both stepfather and mother would have visited school, and the discussion sometimes would venture into those areas, because we would have asked, I wonder if he felt any way by virtue of encouraging his cousin and maybe anything that was said or anything like that.
Oh my goodness,
what they said, we couldn't pick up anything at all that could that could lead us to any conclusions about any acrimony.
This is the principal.
I don't have any kind of evidence to point in that direction. Yeah, Jayden, we are very concerned about
everybody.
We love you. We want you to come back to our school community. There's a lot of love. All your friends and teachers and everybody want you to come back home to school and to continue your education. Remember, you're a brilliant boy. You're a valedictorian. You're going to make yourself, your school, and your family proud. So please don't do anything to yourself. Just come back to school, and whatever the matter is, we will sort it so that you can have a bright future, and we are praying for you. So please come back to school.
Welcome to each and everyone. Brand spanking new updates for normal people in the Jayden Smith's case, and the message has been sent from the principal to Jayden Smith. You understand me? Now they're talking about him saying that Jayden is the one that doesn't want to come home, because they're saying he's alive. So the principal is now confirming, along with sources, that Jayden Smith is alive. Now, when last sighted, according to the reports, everybody, Jayden Smith wasn't harmed. Nothing ever do him in his last appearance. Alright? Now, I must take the time out to say this to you as well, that persons are now gathering together, and the march for Jayden Smith will begin. You understand me? Alright? The march for Jayden Smith will begin, everyone. So look out for that. For those who want to participate in the march for Jayden Smith, I will tell you about the updates that you need to hear. The headline is, we want closure. Jayden Smith guardians hurt by rumors and misinformation, is what the families are now saying. Alright? Now, despite that, a whole bunch of allegations are sent to incriminate the families. Alright? So I'm going to ask you the question. 1,000 people comment and tell me, who do you think is guilty? Now, many accusations are made, and there are a lot of persons who spoke on their side of the story and gave their information as to who they think the perpetrator is. But the main purpose is to find Jayden Smith, everybody. Let's not lose focus of that. 5,000 people leave a like on the video if you want to find Jayden Smith. If you want to find Jayden Smith, everybody, or you want Jayden Smith to be found, leave a like on the video and tell me, who do you think is the guilty person in this untimely situation? Okay? Now, the families have spoken. Okay? And some of the names that are called in this case so far, I will name them to you. Now, We have heard about the Thompsons. I think one of the first shady story that we have heard comes from Shanique, according to the allegations that are brought forward by the persons who are doing their own investigation. Okay? We hear from Shanique. Persons are saying that her story not add up. Because what I'm gathering is a whole heap of things many people are saying, because she didn't come to Jamaica allegedly with clothes, and she was in the presence of Jayden Smith also. Now, this all began, what I'm assuming, over the injury of the youth that fell and broke his femur bone. It is of many persons' view that Jayden Smith, of course, in that incident, gets the blame. Now, if you listen keenly to the details that are shared, everyone, the question that arises from this entire situation is if Jayden was treated good in the home where he was. Did the family really show him love? Did they treat him good? Did they abuse him? Did they yell at him? Did they neglect him? Jayden Smith he's a valedictorian at the Manchester High School. Did well at the primary school level and passed. For those who don't know, Manchester High School is a prominent high school in the parish. So he must have done extremely well. And you just heard the principal a while ago sending the message to Jayden Smith that he's a valedictorian. He's saying to Jayden Smith that he needs to come home. Now, sources asked the principal, what was the family dynamic like? How did they treat him? Why doesn't Jayden want to go home? Why no one go home? Because the family, them say them treat him with love. Them say them never harm him yet. Never get no beaten. Them never rough him up. Or any way, shape or form, verbally or physically abuse him. No. So what it is, or what is it? But let us continue. Okay? Now, Newport, Manchester, even as the guardians of missing Manchester schoolboy Jayden Smith, the investigation has widened and the search has been widened by the police to locate him. They are still living in fear, claiming that persons are threatening their lives. The family now says that the threats have gone more serious and that they now cannot even leave their home. Okay? The people them are threatening the family and them can't carry out them activities and they cannot leave home. This was being said by the uncle-in-law, who is Omar Thompson. Okay? And these threats are fueled, according to many persons, by constant misinformation. He now says that all we want is closure. Closure is what the family says. But how about him returning home safely? Closure, you get closure when you want to accept what is inevitable. Sophia Log is needing closure. Sophia Log needs closure because Sophia Log realized that Donnelly Donaldson has never been found. Sophia Log realized that after 3 years, Donnelly must have been pronounced dead. So she wants closure in the form of Noel Maitland going to prison. So I'm saying to the family, what kind of closure do you need? Have you accepted that Jayden Smith has passed away? What closure do you need? Rather than saying that all we want is for him to return home safely. What if you don't understand what I say? Sophia Log needs closure. Her daughter is no longer here. She has accepted that. How can you want closure? No. Leave a like on the video. Share the video. We have more to come. Gratitude Thursdays continues. So forward.